And you gotta go to YouTube. It's not up yet. You have to go to YouTube.
Go back here. I think we're already streaming though.
I don't see it on my phone. I have it pulled up.
Hey guys, hang on a second. I'm gonna try and
Oh, now we're streaming.
yeah, we're live. How you doing? You come in here and mess things up for me. I'm used to a certain thing, and we get it going, okay? So
it took a second.
We are live streaming, and so let me say this. Welcome to Stay Fishy Friday, guys. Love you guys.
Not a very good week though.
It's been a good week, but there's some things, you know.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
Roof Shack, come back to me.
You're live.
Okay.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, you started early.
It's 6
No,
o'clock.
it's 6 o'clock.
Oh crap, I'm late.
He said, "Oh crap, I'm late."
I'll talk to you later, man. Hey, guys.
No, come on in and walk in. Come on. Josh is here for a second. He's getting ready to go to. Well, I'll explain that in a second. It's Josh.
Wait, you know what?
You little son of a bitch.
Got you guys.
Okay, what were you gonna say?
It's about the roof. I'll call you later.
Okay, you're on your way to the concert, or
I'm on my way to go home and shower and go to the concert.
All right, have fun, buddy.
See ya.
All right,
See you,
tonight Josh is going to the Jeff Ross. You guys know him he does the roasts on TV where they roast like Shaq or Justin Bieber or whatever. Jeff Ross is in town and he's doing a comedian show, so Josh is going to see him. So Josh will not be here tonight. So we've got for you guys, me and Skylar. We're gonna fill in. Your favorite host, of course.
Yeah, obviously. Well, I got some other questions already. Charles Samery, how's your toes, Skylar?
No.
Hey, Skylar, I loved watching the video of your toe.
Would you like to step out of the room, please?
No.
Okay, I am running the show, and then you can do it.
How my toes doing?
Stop. Okay. So, anyways, now we have a lot of things in store for you guys tonight. Today was the thing with the thumbnail, and it definitely was not clickbait, so don't think that, guys. But I've got a lot of information for you on that whole situation. Skylar's here. She's going to, let you know about her toe and all that, and she's going to read out the super chats for us. Okay, so Skylar, you have your job now. You're going to read the super chats.
And also, for every $20 donated, I will eat a bug.
Stop with that craziness.
I ate money for OFR. I'm helping out a good cause.
Okay, that's not
turning into a reptile.
Okay, calm down. All right, so, anyways, let's get started on this. First thing is, I'm drinking water tonight. I have my pitcher of water, and the reason being is, I now have to watch Tracy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I have no nurse. Okay, so let's move on from there. And I cannot afford to drink and actually fall asleep for a couple hours. Here's the problem. Things happened, and the nurse quit, and I will explain that to you as time goes on here. But in the meantime, for the last I don't know how many days, I've been taking care of Tracy. And if it wasn't for our little Skylar here, she has stepped up and above, and she lets me get my sleep from 8:30 until 11:30. So I get my REM sleep every morning now because she's taking care of Tracy. I get up at 6:30 and I take care of Tracy until 8. I make sure all of her stuff is done for the day. We've got diaper change, chuck change, we got the trach change, we got the belly pad change, we have the pad on the trach change, we have the neck band change. All the main work is done with Tracy in the morning. And then when Skylar gets up at 8, I can go ahead and lay down in my room because Tracy's been suctioned out, siphoned out, fed. She's taken care of. So the next 2 hours or so is really easy taking care of Tracy. So I can now relax a little bit and go to sleep because I taught Skylar everything she needs to know for that. Now she can't, of course, suction her out internally. She can't, administer medicines and stuff like that. But she's taking care of all the main things to where Tracy's comfortable. Tracy is watching TV. Tracy is, not cold or hot. I taught her how to find that out, that kind of stuff. So so I can get my REM sleep because all night long, you guys know I'm up all night, every night, 7 nights a week, even with the nurses here. I was up 12 hours a night taking care of Tracy all 7 nights a week. So I get 15-minute sleeps every hour or 10-minute sleeps every hour. The problem with that is you don't get REM sleep and you start, being in the fog and you start, and it's crazy. It's horrible. But I get me 2 hours of REM sleep in the morning. I wake up stupid and dumb and I don't know what day it is. That's the best sleep I get. So Skylar has stepped up and she is helping me get that sleep so that I can still take care of Tracy the rest of the time. So we stepped up and we got that done. Now, here's the thing. I'm sorry, guys. I can't see all these messages. They're flying by so fast.
Do you want me to read some of them?
No. Let me go back here. Let me look real quick. So, now I know everybody wants to know about this whole nurse situation, but I'm going to get to that right after
it's not
the Tracy. It definitely ain't clickbait.
Trickbait?
Right after the Tracy update.
I have one thing to say, though. Since Rich isn't drinking tonight, I'll be drinking enough for the two of us. So don't you guys worry.
Okay, so now I'm going to give you the Tracy update, which is really good, you guys. I can't wait to tell you about this. But Juice Junkie says, "Tell Big Rich I'm going to be the next man in his life, rubbing his back." Okay.
No, you're gonna have to fight DIY Joey for that one.
Yeah, pretty much. Joey's funny.
Oh, Sue Ann said Skylar has stepped up to help with Tracy more than anyone else has.
Okay, guys, I sat down here and I saw all these comments. You guys are going off the deep end with this craziness. Please stop with that. Seriously. Seriously. You guys hold me at such a high standard. I can't keep up. Oh, it's clickbait. You know how many channels out there that do clickbait that do way better than us? We don't do no clickbait. We try and keep everything real, okay? But you hold me at these standards that's crazy. Oh, I'm quitting this channel if you clickbait. You know what? At this point, I don't care. Quit the channel. If that's the way you feel, goodbye. My life is hard enough. I don't need to try and make you guys or these certain people love me and not leave the channel. I can't fight this no more. This is crazy. What a high standard you guys keep me at. Not everybody. I love my dedicated people that are here all the time. I love you guys, and you know that. I stand up for you guys. I tell everybody I can't wait for Fridays to hang out with you guys. But these things, I'm held at such a high standard that it's crazy. Nobody can live up to these standards. All right. If I do a clickbait, why would you leave the channel? It's a mistake.
Let's get on to the Tracy update because it's not a clickbait.
Stop.
I don't want people thinking this is a clickbait.
Please.
Okay.
Stop. So what I'm saying is, if I do an accidental clickbait, why would you leave the channel? And if that's the way you want to be, so be it. Goodbye. I don't need that kind of stuff in my life. I have enough hardship, okay? If you want to leave, by all means leave, okay? I don't know anybody else. I know that Zach Ketchumal, Paul Cafaro, Monster Mike, Raw Fishing, they clickbait the hell out of their thumbnails. And you know what? They all have 3 and 4 million followers. I'm trying to get by on 150,000 followers and trying to make the money to cover the cost of the rescue so I don't have to beg my audience for money. Please help me out in my endeavors. I'm not doing that. I try never to do that. I want to, talk to the companies and the fish companies, the things that can help us, and without actually trying to take money from hard-earned, money from individuals. I love you guys, but you guys stop holding me at such a high standard. I can't do this. If you're going to leave because I slipped once, then leave. I should start clickbaiting every month. I might lose a tenth of you, but I'll gain, 100,000 people. Stop holding me at such a high standard. I can't take it. It's so hard, okay? And it's hard enough life that I live to begin with, and let alone on top of this. I'm only running this channel to help make money to run the rescue. So it's not coming out of my house's money, which is my bill money. So I'm trying every which way I can to get ahead, but why should I be so ridiculed after and so persecuted,
Hey, everybody's saying to move on, and we should start the Tracy update once you're done.
Do you want to be here part of this?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So what I'm saying is, please, guys, lay off of me about this. If I do make a clickbait, it's by accident and it wasn't meant to. Live with it. Stop just leaving the channel. That's crazy, okay? To me, that's crazy. If you want to leave the channel, you're not a friend. You're not a follower. You're not a true, fish keeper. You're not whatever. If you want to leave because you think it's a clickbait, goodbye. I try my best to do the best that I can do every week and every day, really. I hold all my friends in high regards, and I try and make them be better. I try and get her to stop swearing and try to make her better. It's just so hard when you're ready to just leave me because, that was a swearing session. I lost 4 people because we swore that one Friday night. 4 people, what do you call it? Unsubscribed. It was, I'm like, geez. And so you make me over here trying to make everybody happy. It's a horrible way to live. And it really is. Now, I put out these videos. If you like them, follow them. Follow us. I will keep showing you what's real. I don't make up things. So if you don't like them, then, go ahead and leave. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be here trying to kiss everybody's butt to stay with us. And I'm sorry about that. But that's the way it has to be because I've got way more important things in my life than this channel. And I know that you guys want this channel to be the best and you want the best for us, but the most important thing about life is Tracy. And I'm trying my best as a human being to be there and take care of Tracy. So now, knowing all that, I want to move on to the Tracy update because I've been dying to tell you guys. Oh my God, I've been so dying to tell you guys. All right. It's been since I think last Friday that, I've been watching Tracy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And, I was telling our nurse that, Tracy actually listens to me now. And she's like, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, look, watch. And I changed Tracy. And instead of, me grabbing her legs and moving them up, I undo her diaper and I'm like, okay, Tracy, lift your legs up. And she brings her knees up to her chest. I mean, like she knows and she's helping me. So I take her diaper off and I roll her over one way. I clean her up. I put the new diaper and the new chuck under there. I roll her back because her knees are still bent. I can use her knees to roll her. And then I put the diaper and the chuck under that side and roll it out and put the diaper up. And then now I have to, I have to clean. So let's not talk about that. But I take her knee and I spread it open and put her other knee right here. So now I've got a knee on each side. And she keeps her knees up here. And I got her wide and I clean her up and I put the diaper up where it belongs, right into the crevice of the leg, So you don't want to grab like extra skin and pinch it.
I hate to stop you right here, but the King of DIY says, I want my butt kissed or I'm leaving.
Okay. I'm going to ignore you. But I take her diaper and I don't pinch her legs in it. I have to right in the crevice of the leg. And then I tie the diapers up. And then I tell her, this is the thing that excites me. I tell her, I'm like, okay, honey, put your legs down. And she takes from her knees being up and she puts her legs down. And once she gets them down, I tell her stretch. And she goes on to, oh, and her arms get all stiff and her legs get all stiff, and you know, I strap up her diaper and all that. I mean, she's listening to me. She is there. She is acknowledging and she's listening, you know. Hi, Joey. But she's listening, and this has excited me so much. She's there. You can tell she's there, and you can tell she's following along and trying to help. She may not be able to communicate, but she's there, and she is helping me. You know, it's amazing. It's crazy that's the first way of communicating we can see, because she's not moving her arms, she's not squeezing my hand. You know, she was blinking her eyes, but we found that to be too unreliable, because you know, sometimes she'd blink her eyes to yes or no, sometimes she would blink it to, and it never fit right. So we started to try to do just a squeeze in the hand, and that didn't fit. But every time I change her, she listens to me and moves her legs and down and up where I tell her, and she's helping me help her. And that is so exciting to me, because she's actually listening. And I don't care who thinks what. I know for a fact she hears me. I know for a fact that she understands me, and she's listening and helping in the only way that she's able to right now, you know. So I am ecstatic. I am so happy that she's doing this. She's communicating the only way possible. You know, she's trying to help us. So, you know, I am ecstatic with that. She's there, and I can see that she's there, you know. I get like Skylar, she comes up and she's like, Tracy looked right at me. Well, we get this a million times. So I don't see that as a big thing no more. But now that I'm taking care of her, you know, I was only taking care of her at night, so I didn't have to change her. But
I give you a hug.
Oh, stop. Thank you. You know, I was taking care of her at nighttime, 7 nights a week, 12 hours a night. And then, you know, I didn't do the daytime stuff. So I only changed her one time at night. I didn't see all this. Now that I'm doing her trach, her doing her belly peg, I'm changing the pad behind her trach, I'm changing the string that goes around in the trach collar, and doing all this stuff, I'm seeing so much more that she's evolved. You guys, I can't explain how great this is. She is actually helping to take care of her, and she's trying to help me do what I need to do with her. It's amazing. I mean, I look at her, you know, I kiss her on the forehead, I start crying, you know, I tell her I know you're there, baby, you know, all that kind of stuff. And she's there helping us. It's amazing. She's there. I don't care what these doctors said, you know, she's at the, okay, somebody asked, you know, what has she done? Is she out of a coma? Yeah, she's been out of a coma for over a year and a half, and she's been in this vegetative state. Well, she moved through the stages of vegetative state. She's at the very top of the vegetative state, waiting to go into the conscious state, minimally conscious, which means she can squeeze your hand or say yes or no, or blink her eyes to yes or no, or some way communicate. Okay.
I think she was giving you sass yesterday. Remember when you told her to? She was like putting her legs down and everything. You're like, okay. You're like, watch this. You're like, put your legs down, and then she just raised them right up.
Yeah.
She was giving you some sass.
So, but my point is, you know, she's there and she's helping and she's cooperating as best as she can to help us take care of her.
She still gives you sass though.
And you know, the point is, she's not able to move her hands yet. It seems like all the movement came her toes first, because when I was in the nursing home, and you know, they took horrible care of her. So I'd go in there every morning, and I was able to stay there 24/7 at the hospital. I was able to sleep there, but at the nursing home I was not. So I'd come in the morning, and not only did I read all of the messages that you beautiful people sent to her, and all the blessings and all that, I sat there for hours reading to her. But when I first get there, I would clean her up, because they really didn't. So I would take like a wet wipe and wipe behind her knees, and the next thing you know, her legs started moving from the wet wipe. She didn't like that. It was cold, you know. So, you know, I noticed all these different things happening. So I'm washing between her toes, and she's, you know, pulling away from me, and you know, it started in her feet, and you know, with rubbing her bottom of her foot, she started twitching and pulling away from me. And then it went to her behind her knees, and then it went to her like sides right here, and it kind of skipped her arms and chest and her head. Now she's able to, like, when I go to change her pillow, because everybody, you guys know this, if you're hot and sweaty and you take your pillow and you turn it over, it's nice and cool. She loves that. So when I go to lift her forward to change her pillow, she holds her head up off the bed and everything. I can turn her pillow over, fluff it up, and then I have to take her by her forehead and push her back. And then, she lays back on that.
And then since we've been realizing that she's been more aware, I've been starting to go in there and watch movies with her, as you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rich will pick out a movie that he knows Tracy likes, and then I'll sit in there and watch a bunch of movies with her. Actually, yeah, I'll sit in there all day with her and watch movies.
The whole thing is she started from her toes, worked up her legs, and then from her head down. Well, right in the middle, she still, when she yawns, she makes her arms stretch and tight like that.
And she scratches you too.
Let me talk, please. So she makes her arms tight and stretch like that, but she don't have like a control over her fingers yet. If I take my hand, give me your hand. Okay, this one. If I take my hand and put it in her hand like this, and I go, Tracy, grab on, she will slowly close her hands, and then she'll be gripped onto my, right here. She'll be gripped on. And then, I can lift her up and pull her, and she's holding on. It seems like the more I pull away, the tighter she gets. Okay, so that's a new thing. But, she would never do that before. Now I've been trying to get her to squeeze my hand, and it's just not working. It's not there yet. We're trying to push her farther than she's able to go. So she's getting, with these legs, which was the first place she got movement back, she's now able to help me help change her and stuff like that. It's amazing. I'm like, it brings me to tears sometimes because she's actually helping. She knows what I'm doing, and she tries helping me. She'll hold her legs up. She'll hold her head up. She's doing amazing. So, the whole thing with the last nurse, the first nurse was...
Wait 1 second before you start there.
Please stop.
Marie Dean, super chat.
Okay.
$10. Never give up, Big Rich. God bless. Hashtag Team Tracy.
I will never give up.
Thank you,
You can guarantee that. Thank you, Maureen. So the whole thing is, with our first nurse, which was Evelyn, she left because the what do you call that? The moving nurses, mobile nursing was paying $90 an hour, and she was an LPN, where our main nurse was an RN. The main nurse was only making $40 an hour. The LPN was making like $25. Well, now she left, and she's making like $90 an hour as a mobile nurse. So, but she don't have family locking her down or nothing. Like, she can travel around the United States, and that's what she's doing. So that left a kind of a bad taste in the main nurse's mouth, and I always treated her like family, and we never had problems at all. But since Evelyn left, the main nurse has gotten, I don't know how you want to say it, grumpy and not happy. And my son told me like 3 months ago, he's like, you better start thinking of trying to find another nurse. I'm like, son, I'm looking. I look every day for other nurses. He goes, well, she don't seem happy here. And then, things wound up. Well, let me finish up the Tracy update. Okay. So I hope you guys like that. Tracy update was amazing to me. She helps us out. Okay. So now let's move on to the nursing thing. So anyways, ever since that, it's been 3 months since Evelyn's left, and the main nurse hasn't been happy. And she's been, kind of cocky and yelling at me and stuff, to the point to where I had to stop her. And I'm like, hey, you can't treat me like that in my house. Mellow out a little bit, And, she was like, well, I'll do as I want, and blah, blah, blah. And, get out of here and leave me alone and do my job. So I walked away. But, we all love her. She's been part of the family. I accept her as family. Okay. I don't care about anybody's faults, what they do on their own time, all that kind of stuff. I accepted her as family. And she kind of broke my heart and, went on. But so now you guys remember, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, there was an incident where I forgot to close the feeding clip off of her feeding peg, and the feeding tube had finished, right? And I shut it off up here. I forgot to close the white clip. Well, what happens there is that goes into her belly, right? And the tubes, the feeding bag's still hooked up. So if she coughs, liquid food will come out and go up the hose and go back in. But there's a feeding port on this tube. And it's made for if you have to, do medications or something, you just put it right in there. And that was closed. Well, Mara uses this. I don't use it. I put her medications in with her food. So it was wet. Tracy coughed, popped it open, and because I forgot to close that clip, liquid started coming out of her belly, and then her stomach acids came out, and it burned her on her side. Now I was mortified. I felt horrible that I actually hurt Tracy. She's got some red marks and some burns on her skin, and we've been keeping, the gauze on. Well, I told you guys this a couple weeks ago. Well, our nurse, and she has to do this, I get this, had to turn it in, because if she don't say something about it and the program finds out that this happened to Tracy and the nurse didn't report it, she will lose her job. So I get that. No problem. They sent out people to justify or look over Tracy and see if this was neglect or if this was, an accident. Do we need to take her out of the home? I was worried. I was scared. So, I was there when the wound nurse came. Everything went by, and I asked her when she was done. I'm like, do you think this is something they're going to try and take Tracy from me? And she was like, oh, absolutely not. This was a simple accident, and she's fine. And, you guys are taking good care of her. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. I felt horrible. This is a mistake on my part, but you guys also got to remember, our main nurse is working 44 hours a week. I was working 124 hours a week. It totals out 168 hours. I mean, I made a mistake. Nobody should try and take Tracy from me, because the reason I fought for her to come home was because the nursing home almost killed her. She went from one nursing home to another, and then within 10 days, she had a wound this big right above her butt cheeks, and it was 9 inches wide, and it was 1 inch deep with black necrotic skin, where they never moved her off of her back. She was there 10 days at the Avon place, and I know you guys remember me complaining about this. She was there for 10 days, and she went from 101 pounds to 91 pounds, where she went septic, and they had to call the hospital and take her to the hospital. As soon as she went to the hospital, she started gaining weight, and she started getting better.
Marie Dean said, my daughter is tube fed, and it happened to me and her other nurses. It happens. Don't beat yourself up.
Thank you, Marie. Thank you. But, she's been home for 2.5 years, and it happened once when she first came home, because for the first 7 months, I watched her for 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for 7 months, and before I got a nurse. And it happened during that, but that was inexperience. It happened again 2 years later now, but that was me. I don't want to say overworked and not thinking and blah, 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 but it was just, it was something I forgot to do, and I feel horrible about it, but, we're doing the best we can to, keep her, her bandages on and, putting this medication on and all that. And I bought her child, what's that? The stuff we give her to keep her from pain. Children's something. Children's Tylenol.
Motrin.
No,
Pretty sure.
it's children's Tylenol.
Yeah, something like that.
So we give that to her every 4 hours.
Kathy Aponte sent $5 in. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you, Kathy. Okay, so anyways, we give her the children's Tylenol, because we can tell if her heart rate is up farther than normal. Like, normally it's like 70, 76. And if she's up into the 80s, she's stressing. So we give her the children's Tylenol, she goes back down to the 70s.
And then there's the Mucinex, and then the...
Well, that's a different reason. Okay.
Do you want to get into the Mars stuff here soon?
Please let me do this. So, anyways, what I'm getting at with the whole main nurse is things were different for the last couple months. Things were different. She was kind of grouchy, biting my head off about different things and making me have to leave the room. And then I brought it up, you can't treat me like this in my house. And, she kind of yelled at me that I'm Tracy's blah, blah advocate and I will do what I need to do and blah, 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 take care of her, which I get. And I appreciate that. But all in all, this is my house and you got to not treat me bad. I will have to stand up for myself at some point. And at that point, I didn't understand why she was acting this way. And I still don't, but, you know, she was upset about something or whatever. Let's go with that. So now this last time she called in on that thing that happened 3 weeks ago with Tracy with the burns. She called in and here's the thing. I understand you turning it in. You have to. That's to keep your job. It's your job. You have to do that. But why would you go up and above to tell the caseworker and the doctor that, oh, Rich got a cat and it got out twice and blah, blah, blah. And then she actually said that I have a new girlfriend here. Well, Skylar's not my girlfriend, of course, but she said I have a new girlfriend here and, I'm kind of, ignoring Tracy from this point. This is what upset me. And, I talked to the caseworker and I'm like, I assured her there is no new girlfriend. There is a girl that has a boyfriend. Well, now she don't, but when she moved in, she had a boyfriend and, she's helping me out. She's helping me around here, volunteering. Everybody should clap their hands and thank Skylar because she does help. Some people say, oh, she lives there for free. She should do more. No, she's doing great. She's helping me out tremendously. So Skylar's a good person, and I have nothing but good things to say about her. So
we have before. Do you want to finish that, or
see when you stop me from my roll,
all right, keep going.
I forget.
Keep going.
I don't know what I was saying now.
All right, Kathy Aponte said $5. Thank you, Kathy. Can't wait to see you all next week, and I can help. So Rich can get even more rash. Hashtag Team Tracy. And then Bob Taylor sent $5 and he said, take as long as you need, Rich.
Oh, thank
you.
Okay, so anyways, she says these extra things like maybe she's mad at me and she's saying these extra things. I mean, like if you gotta report it. But why say these extra things? Like the cat has nothing to do with it. And let's say I did get a new girlfriend, that would have nothing to do with it. But she did this, and I had the caseworker on the phone, and I went in there and I talked to her, and I'm like,
she said it's all bullshit.
Huh?
She said it's all bullshit, basically. Mark was saying.
I asked her why would she do this to me? Try and make me look bad. The worst thing that can happen, or the best thing that can happen, is they take Tracy back from me. And she's like, I never said that. Well, the caseworker was on the phone in my hand, and the caseworker said definitely, she did say that. And I mean, how else would the caseworker know that I got a cat, right? So, I was confused by all this,
Say it's my cat.
It's never going to be your cat, girl. I'm
Loki's
sorry.
my cat.
But anyways, so that's what started all this. And then, the next day she was really mad and I didn't get it. I don't understand why. I mean, we love Mara. She was a great nurse for 2 years. I don't know what happened in her life that she would turn on us like this, but everybody that comes by here absolutely loves us. Everybody that lives here loves us. And then we have a certain few couple people that turn on us, they can't like, the whole Hoover situation. He can't make money off of us. So he's mad. And, why am I here helping? Blah, blah, blah. Well, I thought it was because you wanted to help, not you wanted to make money, but anyways, so I don't know what happened. All I know is that, she kind of changed her attitude towards us and right after the whole phone call with the caseworker, that's when she was like, she thought something in her head and she was like, Tracy, I'm gone. You're going to have to find another nurse. I'm like, all right. And
she called off 30 minutes before her shift for the day.
No, it was 4 hours before the shift. Oh. But she left and didn't tell me that she left. Yeah. And I'm outside. I'm outside with the electrician, and I get a message from her that she left 20 minutes ago.
Thank God I was.
And I ran in. She didn't tell you that.
No, I was just in the house because I was working on other things.
But you weren't watching Tracy.
No, but yeah.
Tracy was in here by herself.
No, she was beeping, and I thought Mara was on it.
Please, it's just too much for me. So I didn't understand any of this, And I come running in, and Tracy's there, and she's okay. But 20 minutes, she was in here by herself. I was outside back with the electrician. So next thing you know, the next morning comes in. Mara's supposed to be there at 8. She called in at 7:30 and quit. So I haven't talked to her. I haven't cussed her out. I haven't, asked her why. I haven't asked her back. Nothing. So all I know is something happened in that girl's life to change the way, because I've got plenty of videos where she's like, I love you guys. You guys are great. You guys take such good care of Tracy, and I love Tracy, and blah blah blah. And now all of a sudden something's changed, and I don't know what it is. So all I'm saying is, we loved Mara for 2 years, treated her like family. If Mara wanted a job back, I would give it to her. I just kind of need an explanation as to why this happened. But she quit. So
she's been like this for the past
couple months. It's been a little difficult.
3-4 months.
But anyways, you never know what's going on in somebody's life. So I can't be here and judge her and nothing like that. I just know that all that matters to me is Tracy, and now she's gone. So we wish Mara a happy, good life, and I'm sorry if anything I did or said upset you, but Tracy's the main thing. So I've been taking care of Tracy ever since, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and Skylar's been stepping in at from 8 o'clock, 8:30 until 11:30, and letting me sleep. I wake up stupid. I just get to REM sleep, and it's time to wake back up. I wake up stupid. I don't know what's going on. Is it day? Is it night? What's going on? What day is it? I wake up dumb. That's when I get my best sleep, is when I feel like that. So, next thing that happened after all this and during this, we get a call from one of our moderators, Kathy Aponte. And she says, I ain't going to go into no details or nothing like that, but she's looking for another place. And, can I take her fish for her? Well, I offered her. I was like, well, I have a spare bedroom. Do you need a place? You're more than welcome to stay there. Help me, take care of Tracy. Work, 8-10 hours a day, whatever. And give me a break and let me sleep. And she jumped on that. She's like, of course I will. So now Kathy Aponte is moving in with us. This is actually her room. We're going to move the live stream back out of here and put it back where it was out there. And Kathy's going to live here, and she's going to help us out with Tracy in the morning. So you know what? I'm not looking for nurses no more. I'm tired. It's been years of looking for nurses, and there's none available. So what I'm doing now is, if they let your loved one come home with family, everybody's family. We're all watching Tracy together. I am. Mara used to call me Dr. Price, because not only would I take what the doctor said to do, and I'd make things and build things to make it easier and better, I was always competent. So I will be Tracy's main, doctor here and take care of her. But Kathy's going to watch her in the daytime, let me sleep.
Drinking word. Nurse.
Let's go with...
Fuck this.
Stop. Seriously, you can't swear like that. Let's go with...
Nurse.
How about comedy? Because Josh went to the comedy club
Okay,
instead of
comedy.
showing up here.
Yeah.
Josh.
Lori,
Shame on you, Josh.
Lori, why'd you time out Katie? Josh is at a comedy show. She timed that out. Josh is at a comedy show, and that's where he's at. That's why he's not here today.
Lori, stop being so... I appreciate you doing your job, but there's a lot of things that you time out and stuff like that you don't need to. I mean, unless it's vulgar, unless it's rude, let it go through.
Extremely vulgar. We're
Right. Yeah.
on the edge now. Josh is at the
anyways-
comedy show, John.
So anyways, Kathy's moving in here next week.
Yeah,
We're gonna...
come on in, Kathy.
The whole
You're
thing
in for a
is
treat.
after tonight, I'm going to move this room out of here, and then behind here, I don't know if you guys can see, but ouch. We put the green screen up, but there is dressers here that, she's going to use, and that way she can put all of her furniture into storage until she finds a new home or whatever.
Unlike I have.
Right?
Kathy gets it better than me.
So, Kathy, the only problem is, like Reaper, Kathy's a smoker. So the caseworker, she's great on this. She says there's certain requirements. If she's going to be around Tracy, you're going to have a gown for her to put on to go out and smoke. And then when you come in, you take that gown off. You come in, you have to wash your hands before you can go into Tracy's area, because Tracy's basically, what do you call that? A sterile room, you know. Her trach is open to the public and stuff like that.
That's why the cat can't get out.
That's why the cat is not allowed out of my room. Yeah. Unless you carry him out, bring him to wherever.
I carry him out. I put him on a leash, and I'll carry him out in the common areas of the house, and then I'll take him to my room or wherever he's going to, or outside in the pool room. But he never goes anywhere near Tracy's area. I don't think you guys understand how big this place is.
All right, look at this. Addicted to fuel says so many people are getting timed out for no reason.
Hey.
I'll go back and look. But yeah, I noticed this before, and there was no reason for a lot of the things that were timed out.
Everything should be sent through unless it's extremely vulgar.
Okay. Katie was sent through timed out.
He's at a comedy
show. There was no reason to
That's what
time that out. I'm not going to say who did it, but please stop doing that kind of stuff. Katie, again, you deleted a message. I was saying where Josh is. That should not be deleted. There's only, if it's rude, crude, or, just terrible, you should not delete anything. Okay? Please, mods, help,
Also, thank you, Jim Sheasley. He just sent in $10. As long as we can meet OFR, I can help Kathy move. Aw, Jim, you are just the nicest person ever.
Isn't he?
Jim is the nicest person.
He is a sweetheart.
He's one of the nicest people I've ever met, besides you.
Besides me?
Yeah. Even if people...
You're lying now.
Even if people in the chat think you're mean to me, it's all in good fun. Good favor. But, no. Jim is seriously one of the best people out there. He does nothing but try and help everybody else out. And he tried to offer you money last time. You tried to help, you tried to give him a tank.
Yeah.
And you were like, what the heck? And he wouldn't stop. And we had to just walk away from him. Not even.
Well, he bought pizza for everybody.
Yeah.
And you knocked that over.
I know. Sorry, Jim.
No. So, anyways, guys, we can all get by with a little help from our friends. Hey,
I need to use a swear word right now.
Stop, please. We can all get by with a little bit of our help from our friends, and our friends are amazing. Okay. So, Jim wants to help out and help Kathy move. That's great. That's awesome. You guys want to help out. That's what I was talking about. Please stop holding me to such high regards that I can't put up a thumbnail and without you guys quitting the channel. If you want to quit. I'm not going to kiss nobody's ass to stay. If you want to stay and help the rescue, then stay and share our videos to all of your social media. That'll help us. Watch the commercials. That'll help us.
It's Superchats. That'll help us. But I have to use a swear word right now. No, I have to. No, it's.
Please get to the point.
Okay, F you, Reaper. Where's Josh? He's the fun. $2.
Josh is at a comedy show, and Reaper is home because he's leaving first thing in the morning.
Reaper said that.
What?
Reaper said that. That's what was said. I have to use a swear word. I was gonna say F you, Reaper.
Oh, you said F you. No, Reaper put in $2 and said, "Where's Josh? He's the fun one."
Yeah.
Thanks, Reaper. I thought you were my friend, brother.
Okay, you
thought you were my buddy.
You use your swear word for the night.
I did not.
No, you use it. Use it now.
No. Reaper. Oh, I'm going to get you, buddy. Josh is the fun one. Oh my God, he's killing me.
No.
Reaper's trying to start trouble.
That's
what he's doing. That's my buddy Reaper. He's starting trouble. That's all. Okay, so I just wanted you guys to know what was going on. I didn't put out any clickbait thing. The nurse did quit. We don't know why, and I would give her job back if she wanted it back. All I need is a little apology. That's it. I don't understand any of this, but now I'm having to take care of Tracy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's been what, 4 or 5 days or something.
Yeah, and then my car's not working properly, and I have my boat here.
None of that. Listen.
No, I can't leave either.
The point is, this is inhumane for any person to work 168 hours a week.
Yeah, of course.
Okay?
But I'm saying I'm stuck here with you now.
So with Skylar helping me and giving me, you know, a couple hours every morning, that is at least, you know, am I tired? Yes, of course. Am I worn out? Yes. Do I look like death? Yes. You know, but she's helping out, and I can get by. I can manage like this. I don't have a life. I can't leave this house. I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. I can't take a break. I don't have nobody to rely on, but I can get the job done and keep Tracy alive and healthy and you know in good hands. So you know we're getting by, and now with Kathy coming in helping, that's going to help me a lot to where I can go back to once I train Kathy good enough, and I train you know Skylar a little better. I didn't train Skylar to be left alone with Tracy. So here's the thing: Tracy should never be left alone with anybody except for an RN or an LPN because she has the trach, because she has the feeding peg, because she has, you know, these breathing problems. They don't know the machinery. They don't know, you know, what to do in this and that situation. Earlier today, she wanted to help by Tracy's shirt got wet. So she tried taking off the shirt. She disconnected the machine and pulled too hard on the thing going to her thumb. And now it's not registering. She plugged it back in and it wasn't registering and she didn't know what to do. That's just a little look-see into the future of I would know not to change that shirt until I'm ready and I have the new lead and all that stuff ready to go. I would have put a because she wanted to change it because it was wet. I would have taken a brand new washcloth and put it between her shirt and her skin to keep her skin from getting wet. And then later on, when we're you know changing her sheets or something, we do a full body change and do all that kind of stuff. But the new people don't really know that kind of stuff. You know, it's little things like that that you know you have to. I can't leave her home here with people that are inexperienced, of course, you know. So all it is basically common sense caring about somebody, you know. I mean, she tried and she wanted to change her shirt. That's you know, bless her soul.
Well, it was all wet.
I get that, but I told her you can't change your shirt without me because you don't know about the monitors and the leads going to her skin.
No, I know.
Right, you know not to change
I
your
don't
shirt.
know.
Okay.
No, I know how to do it properly now.
No, because do you know where the leads are?
Yeah.
Where?
There's one that goes from her belly up. There's
No,
one
no,
that
no,
goes
no, no.
from her finger. The
You have to
finger one
replace them.
goes through
Stop,
her
stop,
face.
stop. You have to replace them. Where's the leads at?
Leads are from her.
No, them are the ones on her body. You
finger?
have
Her
to replace them because you took the shirt
Her
off.
finger. It's the one that's like the
Please stop.
sticky thing.
Please stop. You have to replace them. You take them all off. Where do you get the new ones at?
In one of the drawers. I don't know where the frick Mara put everything.
Here's my
Also,
point.
but-
Okay. That is my point. I cannot leave her alone here with you guys, with anybody that's inexperienced because you don't know, right? So
Somebody sent in $20. Kevin Waldbaum, thank you very much. He said, "Sorry, I wasn't able to make
Thank
it
you.
the first week of April like I planned, but I was racing tornado warnings going to St. Louis. Oh, dang! I hope
Oh,
everything's
wow.
okay for you, buddy. But like I said, every $20, I'll eat a bug, and I'll stick to
Hey.
it. I said $20 donation. I'll eat a bug.
your mother's so proud of you. Why would you do such a thing?
I said $20. I'm gonna stay to my word.
You're trying to help the rescue big time.
I am trying to help the rescue. You're dang right.
Wow, you guys seen it here.
No, you know what? You're not dang right. You're damn right.
Wow.
Staying true to my promises.
Messy bedroom, please stop with that kind of craziness. You know, I got people always yelling at me saying I'm over talking Josh, I'm over talking Skylar. Here's the point. I'm in the middle of a conversation, in the middle of a story, and then Skylar abruptly stops me and then starts talking, and I forget what I was talking about. I can't go back to that story. I just asked her to stop. That's all that is. And then you're giving me hell over it. I mean, stop. I don't need this in my life. I try and give her as much leeway as she can, but she talks an awful lot. So I just try.
You talk an awful lot.
Right, but when we're not on the live stream,
You talk an awful lot.
no, you do.
You do too.
I'm always over there. Oh my God,
You're
Skylar.
quiet. You're telling me you're dead quiet.
I'm pretty much quiet. Not when I'm drinking.
Oh, come on.
Stop it, Skylar. Seriously, when I'm drinking, yes. But normal, no. I'm quiet as can be.
But when you have a
work.
task in mind,
Huh?
When you have a task in mind, not quiet at all.
I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's not what you thought. I don't know what you're saying because when I have something in mind, I get to work and I start doing it and I do nothing but that. And then you come in wanting to talk and gab and I walk away from you because you're gabbing. Okay? And now you're trying to make me look bad by saying that I do this. I hardly talk during the day.
Chris,
it's when
Chris,
I'm drinking.
said you're crabby because you're not drinking. I think you need to drink.
I think that's true. That is very, very true. You know, this is one of the first, Friday nights that I'm not drinking, but I can't afford to drink because if I pass out for an hour or two or three, Tracy's left with nothing, and nobody, sure, Skylar's here, but, she don't have somebody that can watch her, and be competent. Not saying you're incompetent.
I'm not incompetent. I know you said you're not saying you're incompetent.
You're not a doctor. You're not an RN. You don't know
I could be. Things. I could fake documents.
Oh my god. Let's move on.
No, I get what you're saying though. No, somebody in the chat earlier on said there's like a 1-year degree that you can get, where you can become registered to be able to do like medical things. I forget what it was, but we should look into that. Because
Robbie Wilson says the word you're looking for is patience. Yes.
For you. Joanne said father and daughter love.
All right.
Rich, father and daughter love.
What?
Is that why you're so tough on me? Joanne said father and daughter love.
Well, I did kind of look out for you and your boyfriend. I told you to treat him better, and I told you to be good to him because he was a nice guy. I just didn't know all the particulars after you told me and all that kind of stuff. But I thought he was a really nice guy, and I wanted you to treat him better, and I wanted you two to work out. I guess I treat you like a father figure.
Yeah.
Okay.
How is the albino lungfish, guys? Bambi said that. I love you, Bambi. Sorry for dropping your brownies. Once again.
All right. I am still going over all these messages.
Here, I'm looking at them. Oh, Tanya said PCA, personal care attendant. That's what I need to get.
Well, see, that's no more than an STNA. Now, they're allowed to, help change Tracy. They're allowed to, change your clothes. But they cannot administer medicines. They cannot do the trach. They cannot do the feeding peg. These are all things that an RN or an LPN has to do. The STNA is not allowed to do something like that. And if I was to let them, they can take Tracy from me, So that's why we're going back onto family now, because you're allowed to have a certain amount of family there to take care of her. And they're not an STNA, an LPN, or an RN, but they are allowed to be trained to do what's possible. So, we're moving on to family instead of nursing, because we've tried nursing for 2.5 years and we only found 2 nurses, and they both moved on to, the one moved on to much better pay and the other one just moved on.
All right, first of all, thank you, AZ, for he gifted 5 Ohio Fish Rescue memberships. And second of all, I'm gonna swear now, fuck you, Reaper. Bring back Josh by Skylar. Reaper, you're supposed to be my best friend.
Trouble.
Reaper,
That's funny.
That deserved it if you didn't.
No.
Yes,
No, Reaper's being funny.
Somebody said.
Oh wait, hold up. Sue Ann says I'm ready to move as well. Sue Ann, if you need a place, I got a spare bedroom. You can move in here and take over the afternoons for Tracy. You can have a place here where you have somebody that will never hit on you, and you're safe. You got there's
Where are you
a
getting
pool
all
out
those
there.
bedrooms from?
I've got a whole spare bedroom right there.
Yeah, it's your guest bedroom.
This is a guest bedroom. That's another guest bedroom.
Yeah, this is where Kathy.
I can eliminate the guest bedrooms.
Kathy's going here.
Kathy's going here, so I have that bedroom extra. If it's going to help me take care of Tracy,
okay,
then I'm all down for it.
And then,
but you know, you'll be in a place to where nobody will hit on you, nobody will, you know, mess with you, and you've got a safe area, you know, and all you gotta do is take care of Tracy and you know, give me some time. You know, I wouldn't mind going out shopping and buying groceries and supplies. That would be nice.
I like fishing with Dano. Reaper had a few painkillers with supper. Yeah, F you, Reaper. He deserved it.
Reaper had a few painkillers.
What all of you
Painkillers
guys,
is nice.
what all of you guys don't realize is that Reaper and I are really good friends, which is why this hits really, really deep. Reaper's come to my house. He's been in my bedroom. Rich has never been into my bedroom before. Nobody else, like, Reaper's been everywhere with me. He's seen my
Truth
bones.
Patriot,
He's seen
you're
everything.
out of here. You know, the nurse did not get tired of me. She didn't.
No,
She didn't say F Rich. She said F Tracy. Okay, so you know, here's to you. It's you kind of people. You know, what was your name? Truth Patriot. Bye. Put user, and you know what? I won't even get rid of him. I'll put him in timeout. Boom. Done. I don't need that in my life. All right. Lord Kiss says Josh is out here by me. Yeah, he is at the concert or the show. Oh, you guys don't even know. Kathy had to get rid of her cats. She had to get rid of, 90% of her plants. She had to get rid of everything. She's got a service dog, a little Yorkie, and she has axolotls, and she's bringing here. And, you know, I worked out a place where we can put this stuff up for her, and she can still take care of them here. So she's putting all of her stuff in storage. She's given up a lot just to come here and help out with Tracy. And, you know, this is the people I kind of love. You know, good people. You know, she's just amazing. Thank you, Kathy. Look at this. Sue Ann says, how about that? I think more people are here tonight than ever. Did you see the controversy going on because of that thumbnail? Oh my God, we had 2 people quit the channel, unsubscribed and left.
Yeah, screw 2 people.
That's crazy. I mean,
I don't know what this is. I don't know.
Mara quit, and she did say, you know, F Tracy. So I said the truth. I did not. There is no what do you call it, clickbait or lying or nothing like that. And I'm not trying to put her down. I'm just saying this is what happened, so I put it on there.
My dad sent super chat in.
Oh, your dad?
He sent $50 in. Thank you, Dad. Lester's his name. I have no idea how Rich can function on so little sleep. If it was for me, I would have snapped by now. Yeah, he gets things done. I am sure Skylar is great to keep the spirits good.
Aw. What, does that
Is
mean
that
you have
true?
to eat 2 bugs now because he said $50?
Dude, yeah, it does.
No, stop swearing like that.
No, that's a swear. That's
Stop.
worth it. That's worth
Don't
it.
swear, please.
We're not family friendly anymore.
We aren't family friendly. Can you please listen to me?
Well,
Try not to swear, okay?
I'm trying not to swear, but that's $50, and I have to eat 2 bugs.
Because your dad sent it in?
Yeah, that's
You're safe. When your dad sends it in, it's safe.
That's worth this. You want to hear the crunch? That's worth it.
No.
Swear.
No. Actually heard that.
I know.
Oh, gross. Dude, seriously? What? How can you do that?
I said $20 for everybody who sends in a.
Oh my goodness.
I'm staying true to that promise.
What was your dad's first name?
Lester.
Lester, thank you so
You
much,
met
buddy.
him.
I did, but I forgot his last name because I know him as Mr. Miller. But I forgot his first name, so I asked you his first name so I can thank him. Thank you, Lester. And you know you're welcome over here anytime. Okay.
Reaper sent $2. Good, put Kathy on. Better than Skylar.
Bucky Donouter says, Kathy, your room still smells like that stuff Skylar was eating last week. That was, what was that called? Sir Swami or something?
Strumming.
Sir Strumming. That was
like
horrible.
Strumming.
Yeah. No, Kathy, it don't smell at all. We don't smell it at all in here. But thank you, Bucky. That was funny.
Reaper sent You know, Reaper, you can. I'm gonna swear again.
Please don't.
Okay, Reaper, you can go screw yourself.
Oh.
I'm an ex-sailor, and damn, Skylar worse than that. Reaper, you know what? Not even a thank you to you. $2, seriously?
He's saying he was a sailor all over the world, and he's offended by your mouth.
Yeah, I know. He can go screw himself. For
Can
that.
you please try and stop swearing so
I
much?
haven't been swearing. I only swear a few times, and I've warned you beforehand.
Reaper, you're getting right under her skin, buddy.
Oh wait, AZ Fisher said I didn't know how much he donated 5 memberships. Thank you, AZ. But he said that's $25 worth my bug. I didn't know how much they were worth. So AZ, here's this. I hate all of you.
You brought this up.
Do you want me to crunch it in front of Rich?
No, please don't. Please don't. The Reapers, he's starting all kinds of stuff tonight. Let me tell you.
No, he's putting
rare
laughing. He's
form.
putting a laughing emoji.
I know.
Shit.
He's laughing. He's having himself a blast.
I know. Okay, there you go, AC.
Aggressive fish lovers, you can ask any of us your fish questions. It don't have to be just Jerry.
I really hope these are safe for human consumption, because these are for reptiles.
Kelly Ramon.
No, it says ready to eat bugs.
Yeah. Kelly Ramon says, where's it? It just jumped on me. Rich, I would love to come see the rescue. You know what? Just send me excuse me.
Somebody said,
send me a message as to when you want to come by, and I'll try and schedule you in. You know.
Lars Bremen says Skylar gets no more kisses for life.
What?
Lars Bremen says I get no more kisses for life.
Who said that?
Lars Bremen.
Why?
Because I just ate bugs.
Oh, I did say that to you. I was like, if you were my girlfriend, I would never kiss you again after seeing you eat a bug. That was funny. And that's not Laura. That's Lars Bremen.
I said Lars.
Okay.
It just sounds like Lars. All right.
Evo says you're definitely like Kenny from South Park.
I am?
Yeah.
Sneaky? I'm gonna creep up into you? Nick Green sent $2. Love me some OFR. Need to come see the rescue. Come on by.
Reap was actually Popeye the Sailor?
No, Reaper was actually... I don't even know where Reaper was, but it's something sneaky. Reaper's sneaky.
Uh-oh. Jens Carlson says Skylar is the mean eater.
I am the mean eater.
Nick Green, $2. Love me some OFR. Come to this. I need to come see the rescue. Yeah, you do.
I was going to show the live stream something. I forget what it was, though.
Rich. Kyle Hernandez says, how old is Brutus? He just turned 3, and he's 6.5 foot now.
Do you still have an electric catfish?
Yeah.
Don't see much of it.
Oh, no, do we? That was okay, you know back by the tortoises?
Yeah.
There's that 80-gallon tall and a 40 underneath?
Yeah.
It was in the 80-gallon tall. Is there anything in there? Is there other fish in there?
There were goldfish in there. We didn't have the electric catfish in there. Josh might have moved it.
Josh may have given it out already. Yeah.
So we're not sure on that one. We need to have Josh here. Nick Green sent $10. Thank you, Nick. I am a locksmith, and we are doing some work at 3 schools up there in town. So I'm going to try and come around then.
Cool.
Come on by. Kelly said, I would love to stay and help out with Tracy, but I don't think you have any more rooms available. Yeah, actually we do.
Well, we do, but you'd have to share with Jerry. Jerry needs a girlfriend. Or a boyfriend. He's going to kick my butt. Oh, that's funny.
No, we have 3 rooms, and only Katie's moving.
Oh, yeah, Bucky Donut says, yeah, I thought Jerry was just a helping hand. Turns out he knows some stuff. Well, see, the thing is, he's known as Dogfish on the internet, and he's been around for, 40 years into the fishing industry.
He's kind of weird.
And he's not weird. Stop it. He really knows his stuff about certain, breeds and stuff like that. Like, he's got a strain of guppies that are solid, like yellow and translucent see-through with blue eyes. And this is a strain he's been working on. He calls all the babies and he keeps the good ones. And he's got this strain that nobody else has of guppies, and they're amazing looking, you know. And then he's done so much in so many pet stores and so much stuff in his life. He is a wealth of
He's very
information.
knowledgeable.
The problem is,
Once
if you
get him
start
talking,
and talk to him, you can't
doesn't
walk away
stop.
for hours. This is the problem with Jerry. Hey Jerry, how you doing? Oh yeah, what do you think about this fish? Oh, well, let me tell you this. Back in 1942, he goes on and on and on and on and on
You'll be-
and on and on and on and on. And you actually try walking away, and he don't stop. You know what I'm saying? He just keeps going. That's the only thing with Jerry. He is a wealth of information. That's why I'm going to start putting him on videos like I did today and letting him talk his piece. But I'm telling you, he's something else. He's just like... oh, you give me time to talk? I will stay here and talk. You know, it's funny.
Are these moldy?
Yeah, I wouldn't eat them. Put them away.
I'll eat those.
You can stick with these. Don't them you didn't like in the first place.
Well, I was gonna offer them for. Yeah.
No, yuck.
Oh.
All right.
Oh wait, we got.
All right,
some
so
more,
guys, if you ever see a thumbnail and you think something's going harsh and something's wrong, don't read into it and start
something
leaving the
is
channel
harsh and wrong.
because that was horrible. People actually left the channel because of this. But
it's the truth.
everything I've said is the truth.
Well, the nurse did leave, and that is because, and we are the only people here that watch her, and so I can't leave because my car doesn't work. Rich can't leave because, he has to watch Tracy 24/7. So that is entirely the truth. But we have some super chats here also. Jim Cheesley said, $5. Thank you, Jim. Once again, Jim, stop being so kind. Sheesh, I have to make Jim one of my minis. Jim, what do you want? I'll make
Jim
it
is single. Are you into older guys? I mean, he's single.
Hell yeah, I am.
Stop it. You're horrible.
I've sat and talked to him. He isn't that bad, referring to Jerry. And the Reaper said, yeah, bring on Jerry. Bye, Skylar.
Reaper's on a roll today.
I'm not
Stop.
I didn't swear, did I?
Please stop.
I swore with my finger. And then Brittany Zibla said, oh yeah, definitely need a Jerry Life story. You see, thank you, Brittany, but the problem with that is you really don't know how much that is accurate.
Aggressive Fish Lover says, make him a channel.
He should make a channel.
Whoops World says, it's Fishy Friday. That's my buddy Brian.
Oh my god, screw Reaper again.
Stop.
Okay.
What's up, Brian? How you doing, buddy? I ain't seen you since, I believe it was the last Chicago Aqua Show. He's the only friend of mine that I look up to. Like, he's like 6 inches taller than me.
Big Fish, Little Fish said, Big Rich and Skylar are definitely fooling around. No.
I don't think
Definitely
so. Come on now. I'm like her grandfather's age. Wait, am I older than your father?
No.
Am I older than your mother?
Yeah.
See? I'm grandfather age.
Yeah, that means no. Reaper said, agreed, Jim better than Skylar, LOL.
Stop, Skylar. Stop.
Daisy Fisher, screw you. Screw you, screw Brittany. Come on.
What? How dare you say
They
that?
said $20, so I have to eat another bug.
Oh,
That's
but
why-
don't say that to them. They're
That's
my favorite. They're
Come
awesome.
to the live stream.
That
and
is
do a
like
little-
the best
do-
couple
see,
ever.
They said
They have
they
nothing
want
but love
us
for
to
each
do a
other.
little dance
And
in the
no,
background.
you're not listening to me at all. They have the
I know,
perfect relationship.
I
I
know
envy
them.
them. They're perfect.
Yeah, but they said they want us to do a little dance in the background.
Oh, they know
I'm
it's doing
sorry,
a little
but I'll eat a
dance.
bug for you.
She says, I'll eat bugs for you, but I'm dancing for no one.
Addicted to Fuel said, Skylar, I'm a mechanic. If you need any work done, just let me know. I'm cheaper than a shop. Thank you. That's what I want to hear. Now that's talking dirty to me. Reaper said, just messing with you. You know you're my friend. You know what, Reaper? I'm not sure about that now.
Wait.
With all these messages.
I have a whole thing to go through here. I've been waiting for this, and here we go. Do you guys see this? Do you guys see this? Amazing, right?
I haven't read that one yet.
No. Listen. This is it's more amazing than you think. Okay, this wasn't from somebody's wife, somebody's husband, whatever. This was from a kid, and he came running up to Reaper when he was there. Let me get to this. Let me hang on a second. Blah blah blah. I've been meaning to do this. Okay, let me go through here. Hang on, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I've got the kid's name, his little brother's name, and the father's name in here. I just got to find it. Where did it go?
Somebody send it. Hey, somebody send it in the chat. Who gave us this?
Oh no, we know.
Knew.
We already got that. I'm trying to find mine to where I know who the father and the little brother is. Rescue list. Okay.
And then if they're on here, am I allowed to steal it?
What's that?
The fish.
No.
Am I allowed to steal it?
No, absolutely not.
$50. Can I steal it? Somebody send that in the chat.
No.
No.
Anyways, I'm sorry. I don't remember everybody else's names, but it was Bryson. He came running up to Reaper.
Bryson, Carson, Zach. Reaper.
That's it. Zach was a father. Carson was a little brother. Thank you, guys. He come running up to Reaper, and he's like, I want Big Ridge to have this. I want the OFR to have this. So this is from Bryson. And, it's amazing that a little kid had that much, that he wanted to donate this. So, Bryson, we're going to put this up with the other ones by Tracy. All the stuffed fish we have, up on the ceiling right by Tracy. So she... if she looks around, she can see all these stuffed animals that mean so much to her. So we're going to put that up there. Thank you, Bryson. And your little brother, Carson, was it? Carson? Yeah,
Carson.
Yeah. Well, we got to shout out the little brother, too,
Yeah, Zach, Bryson, Carson. Thank you so
Zach
much.
was the father. And they're...
Well, all of them, thank you.
Yes. You guys rock. Thank you. And Bryson, you're something special. You're a good kid. So we're going to put this up now by Tracy. And I've been waiting to do that on the live stream to get their names right.
I'm stealing it. It said OFR.
You're not stealing it.
It said OFR still. They said OFR wanted it.
No.
Do you guys think I should steal it? It said OFR.
Let me see here. What else?
Fish question from One More Round. What is the one fish you would like to own but you don't have?
Let me go to here and see if I can straighten out the focus a little bit. We are on 25. Yeah, it's off. Let me put that down to about 19. There you go. Apply. Okay. Now your focus should be a little better, guys. Always let me know if that happens. How's that, Reaper?
What's the one fish you want that you don't have? Pretty sure you're gonna answer.
What?
What's the one fish that you have or that you want that you don't have?
Ooh, there's a few of them. Wow.
I know mine.
What's yours?
Wells catfish.
Illegal. Can't have it. We had one, and it got bigger, and then we had to get rid of it because they are illegal now. But I tell you what, there's nothing like having a pool pond with a Mekong cat in it that could swallow you whole.
You know what somebody else said?
A Mekong cat.
Hip Hop Hillbilly said, LOL, too used to drowning her out already, LOL. Rachel will spit out this drink there with that comment. But no, seriously, what? So you want a Mekong cat?
Yes. They're illegal here.
Catfish.
We have, okay, listen, on the giant catfishes, all the Pangasius, genus, we have a a black-eared Peru shark. He's
Okay.
about 24 inches. We have three Peru sharks. Two of them are at 36 inches. One's at 30. They can get up to about 5.5 foot. We have iridescent sharks. That's the lowest on the totem pole. But the big guy is the Mekong cat. Looks like a iridescent shark, but his eyes are more on the side of his head, and he can get up to 11
Wait, so
foot
you already
long.
have one?
I do not have one.
Oh, that's
They
nice.
are illegal here.
Oh.
But
Can you get permits?
okay, you can get permits for certain things, but you have to pay yearly, and they're high dollar. Like zoos and public aquariums do this. I can't afford that. $10,000 every year to keep this one fish. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody sent in $10,000. You can get a Mekong cat. I know what my dream fish is, though, too. My absolute dream fish. You know what it is?
What's that?
Every fish that you guys want to sell.
Basically.
Okay, if you guys don't know, so they got in two small fish, and both could sell for a lot of money. One was a small albino, Senegal by shirt.
Okay,
One
guys,
was
let me straighten this out because
one was a
she's going down a bad road. We don't sell fish. We give most of
no. Yeah, donate.
Okay.
Go to donation fee.
No
Donation
donation
fee.
fee. That doesn't matter. If you're charging
Okay,
a donation
so-
fee, you're
so-
selling
so-
the fish. Here's the thing.
The fish that they wanted
Please
to get
stop.
out.
Okay, so now we have fish. We got a lot of fish coming in. Any of the rare fish, we no longer give them out. We give them out for a small fee because if we just keep giving them out, we found them reselling them. Okay, so
It's to help fund the rescue, basically.
if we give them out for a fee, then they can't resell it without making very little money. So if you want to pay this fee for this fish, it may be $400 in the store, and you can get it from us for $200. And you try and sell it for $300, you're making a little bit of profit, but it's better than if we give them out free and you're making $400, right? So we have to worry about this situation because so many people were taking fish from us and selling them. So, on the higher dollar fish, we do put a dollar price on them.
Which fish should I
And
pick? The higher
we
dollar
also
fish?
only give out fish to our followers. So if you're on Facebook, you're on our thing, we put out a list every Friday and you know what's there. We can get you the fish that you wanted that's so expensive, a lot cheaper, and we will help you out. And we still give out all of the fish that are like really cheap, a $7 fish or a $10 fish, we give them out. A $20 fish, we give them out. But if it's $200 fish at the pet store, we're going to have to charge a little something for it. But now that helps with people not reselling it, but it also helps us with all the gas Reapers, expending on my card for the van going everywhere to go pick up all these pickups. I get some money back into the bank coming from, the fish. So that helps us out. And that's how we do things.
People get it.
But-
Most of the money comes out of Rich's pocket himself,
Right.
not even from the rescue. So that's why they have quote unquote rehoming fees.
She has a black
but no, I stole
ghost
it.
knife. Okay.
I stole it.
And
You take that from me. Hey, you guys
listen,
know.
listen. Okay, so it
Rich
comes in.
might be dead.
It comes in, and
Came in with the albino bichir I stole too.
the fish comes in, and we don't have a place to put it. We have so many fish came in that day. She's like, "Oh, well, you can put it in my 90 with all my fish, and when it comes time, you can go ahead and take it out."
No.
And then the next day, she's over there, and I hear her on the phone. She's like, "I got me a new black ghost knife, and Rich don't even know yet." I'm like, "No, you did not." And then
It's still alive, isn't it?
it's still alive, but Josh will find it at home. Oh yeah.
I'll
Oh,
hide
yeah.
it. I'll hide it in another tank. That ghost knife is mine. I love that fish as much as my bite. But the albino one I also stole too. I said, I'm taking this. And he told Josh, and he was like, oh no. And so. Katie said, I don't think Skylar should be drinking in lives if drink isn't, or if Rich isn't going to be getting too annoyed.
I have to drink water because of my situation. What her situation is totally different.
I have friends coming over tonight too. You got to take care of me.
Okay, so now Fishing with Dano asked, how about the drama over the father fish? Stop doing water changes video, and you guys all seen that on was it SG Aquariums and John and all that. It was a big drama over nothing, and you know what? I stay out of that kind of stuff, and I stand behind my science of the more plants, the less water changes you have to do. And this is true. So I've been working on plants that are so hardy and growing, and then a flow through system on every tank we got. And it's been working, you know, it's amazing. And, you know, we used to have to pour in double the amount of water to keep the water changes up. And now we're down to half of as much water to keep the parts per million of the nitrates at 12 parts per million. So, I mean, it's the plants are doing their job. So if I can get more tanks covered in plants like we have, it'll even get better and easier and cheaper on me. So.
Well, okay, I have a couple comments I have to read.
Sure.
First one's $5 from Unfiltered Fish Keeper. Thank you, first of all.
Thank you.
Name small fish you'd like to see as monsters, and monsters you'd like to see as small fish. A 3-foot long neon tetra would be sweet. A 4-inch long stingray would too. Mine would be, dude, I'd love to see like a 10-foot long guppy.
That would be crazy. Neon, something like that, you know.
Yeah.
That would be crazy being big. You know, if they're going to do that, let's go with something really special.
And then a musk-eating guppy size.
Let's go with an upside-down catfish. You guys seen it? You know what that is?
Yeah, I have one. My mom has
one. Some people call them butterflies. Some people call them upside-down catfish. Now imagine that thing at 3 foot long at the top of the water.
Well,
that would be
my mom.
cool.
The ones at my mom's like 1.5 feet.
It is not. They only get to about 6 inches.
It's huge. She almost is about to bring it here.
Is this 1.5 feet?
No, this is.
That is 2 foot, and there is no way you have an upside-down catfish that big. I call bullshit.
All right, you're gonna go to my mom's
bullshit.
house then. Alibis?
Yeah, bullshit, lies, and alibis.
All right, the second one is somebody said, where is the comment? Poverty Sucks said, can I ask for Skylar's hand in marriage, Rich?
Sure, go ahead. What am I to do with it?
All right, I'm married now, Rich.
Oh, you gonna take him up?
I'm gonna take him up.
What's his name?
Poverty Sucks.
So you're gonna be Mrs. Sucks?
Oh yeah.
Oh, why you gotta smack me?
And then fuck Reaper for this too.
Hey, please stop swearing.
I can't. You said bullshit like 10 times, but he said later, Rich. See early, Skylar. Shut up, laughing emojis. So he'd serve that.
He is starting so much trouble today.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
Justine Beasley said, Fishy Friday better without Skylar. Too bad, because I'm going to be here.
Did they really say that?
Yeah, too bad, because I'm going to be here. I'm not going anywhere. Sorry, guys. I have no place to go.
That's
I'm
funny.
stuck here. I'm stuck here. I'm trapped. I'm in camp. I can't say this. Just be glad what I'm gonna say is not what I'm actually gonna say, Rich. Otherwise, you would kill me. Chris Ladd said, where can I find a list of fish for adoption? So we post them every week, once a week,
Friday.
in a video.
No, on Friday. On the Ohio Fish Rescue on Facebook. Now, if you go on Facebook, you're going to find 2 Ohio Fish Rescues. One is going to be Ohio Fish Rescue. That's our page. The other one's going to be Ohio Fish Rescue 501c3. That is our forum. That is where people go on there to give out their fish, and people close to them can pick them up, stuff like that. But our page is what we release the fish list every Friday on that we have to give out. So you got to watch and join our page.
Okay, Chef Kamesy said, $5. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to us. Every dollar counts. Even every penny counts. Send us a penny. It'll still help out with the rescue.
Oh, yeah.
Love your content. Been a fan for a while. Much love to all the Fishy family and your family with a heart emoji. Thank you so much.
Aw, thank you. Who was that?
Chef Camsey.
Yep.
But thank you so much. And then Dane
Thank
1988
you.
said, only if you lived in the UK with a winky face emoji. Shit, I'll move to the UK.
Wait. If you only if you lived in the UK with a winky face sounds like if you came to the UK you'd be pregnant. I'm just saying. Oh, and you want that?
And then Bryce Lavelle said, first I came for the fish, then I came for Skylar. Bryce Lavelle said, first I came for the fish, then I came for Skylar.
Didn't you just break up with a Bryce?
Doesn't mean I could go for a second one.
Oh my God. Young girls, that kills me.
Okay, sorry, that was probably too mean.
Wow. All right, guys. Any more fishy questions? I can try and help as many people as we can.
Bryce Lavelle says, I'm dead with a bunch of skull emojis.
She just broke up with a Bryce. Like,
It was like 5 months ago.
3 months ago?
A while ago.
You were with him for 3 years.
Well, my first kiss with him was 10 years ago.
Wait, you kiss guys?
Weird Matter said, I said subscribe to OFR behind the scenes and it was removed. Mods, stop removing that kind of stuff.
Mods, please, only remove rude and crude stuff. Leave the rest go. Everybody wants to be heard. Just stop doing that, please.
Oh, somebody says, give Rich a kiss. Rich will give you a kiss.
No.
No, on your head. Give me your head.
Okay.
What the fuck? You thought
Hey, you gotta not
I
swear.
didn't mean to. You thought I was going to kiss you on your face? What
I don't know what was happening.
Bryce Lavelle says, at least if she screams his name, I won't ever know.
Will she be talking about you or her ex? Look at this. Dragon Chick says, Skylar, it is impolite to interrupt Big Rich speaking. Sheesh.
Oh, you should have seen the comments.
I love that. I agree with you 100%.
No. Little Rich, give him a channel. Says Jens Carlson.
Barry BS says, Skylar, you sailor mouth.
Hell yeah. I have a boat. It's in the driveway right now.
Rick Gill. Check this out. This is funny. Watch
Wait,
this.
look
Watch
at
this. No, listen to me. Rick Gill says, hey, Rich, you're a musician. Can you help me tune a fish? But the funny part is, Rick Gill is one of my roadies from way back in the day when I was playing all over.
That was hilarious.
Rick Gill is the big guy that helped us load our
Oh
equipment.
my god.
No, you're not listening.
No.
You're not giving him the credit due.
Okay.
We played out 3 nights a week. Now, do you understand everything in the basement, that 8,000 watts of PA system, is what we played out with.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 huge cabinets. So there was like 24 15s. And then we had the main system with all the amps and all the effects and everything on there, and the 32 channel, board on top of that. And that thing was heavy. And then we had these big cables that went and hooked into all these speakers and stuff. We did this 3 times a week. We specialized in playing bars that did not have a PA system. So we'd bring in our 8,000 watts of PA system and rock the house down. It was amazing. We had so much fun back in them days. Rick, you were such an integral part of them days. I will never, ever, ever, forget that stuff. You were there, buddy. You were there helping us. Thank you.
I I got two really funny comments.
Okay.
Aggressive Fish Lover said, "It was great meeting Reaper at the 420 convention yesterday.
He wasn't there.
Never thought I would see it with so many fans. It was a joke." The next one was, Kyle Hernandez said, "If Skylar was a fish, would you breed her?"
No.
You wouldn't.
I'd have to call her.
And then wait, there was one more. I don't know where it went. There was another funny one. And then Lars Bremen says, "I think Skylar is going on the adoption list." Bryce, the other Bryce said,
Your ex or the new Bryce?
No, the new Bryce said, Bryce Lavelle said, "All jokes, Skylar," and there's no jokes here, buddy.
Okay, so anyways, let's go on to this. Matt Handel says, Rich is a musician. I learn more every week. I played in a band called Third Degree for 18 years. We played out 3 nights a week, all over the place, while I was a bouncer at the same time. And then I'd come home and I would go out and lay carpet. And okay, I had like AJ Lewis and Associates and stuff like that. They had empty houses that they'd buy, they'd rehab, and then they would put down padding and then sell them with their choice of carpet. So I would go in and pad the place at like 2 a.m. And, I'd take my kids and they'd be sleeping on the padding. And I'd finish the whole house and then, take them to school, blah, blah, blah. 2 weeks later, I'd get a call saying, "Oh, that house sold and here's your carpet options." And I had to go and pick up from State Crest all the carpet and bring it there and then load it up. So I'd be working from 1 o'clock at night until 5 a.m. And the kids would be sleeping on the first room that I put the carpet in. They'd go to sleep. They help me with hand the tools and stuff. And this is what I did all night. But I was also a bouncer. I was also in the band. I was making money every which way I can, legally. So, that went on for years. I was in Dirty Tricks before Third Degree. And then that was with Donnie DePasquale. He ended up going to a band called Dashboard Lights, and they did a full professional orchestra of a Meatloaf, tribute band, and it was amazing. Donnie sounded just like Meatloaf, and after we broke up, Dirty Tricks and stuff is no more. Donnie went on to Dashboard Lights. I went on to Third Degree. I played out 3 nights a week for years, and then I left Third Degree after 18 years for a band called Ultraviolence. And we put out 4 amazing songs. And, after that, something happened. My drummer, this is sad, so be prepared. My drummer, Eric Barris, and his wife, she was amazing. She was gorgeous. She was like a 12. She was amazingly hot, right? So Eric had a little bit of jealousy. But they had a daughter, and she had leukemia. She got a Make-A-Wish Foundation to Florida to go to, what's that called? The Walt Disney World thing?
California?
There's Walt Disney Land in California, Walt Disney World in Florida.
I've never
And they
been
went
either.
there, okay, and, they come back. And we were both working at the Ike Center at the time. So Eric comes back, he's like, said he had a great time, blah, blah, blah. They got their Make-A-Wish Foundation thing. And Eric, he left at like noon. I had to work till 4. He went home. This is so bad. He went home and, I don't want to talk bad about anybody, but he walked into some sort of sexual scene with his wife and a couple. And he lost his mind and ended up grabbing his gun, and the couple made it out of there. And all I can think is he was yelling at her because his guns were all like, he had a 357 Magnum with a hairpin trigger. He had a 9mm with the hairpin trigger. He had everything all tricked out. I think he was yelling at her with it, and the gun went off accidentally, because I cannot see my buddy actually pulling the trigger like that. You know what I'm saying? But bad things happened. So his wife died first. She got shot in the back of the head. Her face was gone. And then he shot his daughter and then killed himself. And This was the end of the band for me. I was done. When this happened, I mean, I was with Third Degree for 18 years, and we all had plans to make it, and we never made it. We just got paid all the time. And when I went on to Ultraviolence, these guys are so much more talented than me. These guys are so just amazing. And when this happened, that was it for me. I'm sorry. I could not go on. I could not look for another band. I was done. So I have all my band equipment downstairs. I have a whole band room, 8,000 watts of PA system. You know, my drums, my bass equipment, my guitar rigs, and all my guitars. And you know, every once in a while I may get, you know, catch a buzz, get drunk, and go down there and play. But that's it for me now. You know, I did what I did, and our songs are amazing and could still make it today. But there's no going back to it for me. I'm done. That was that broke my heart. And you know, that whole situation, it was horrible. Nobody should have to live through that. And you know, let me talk about Eric for a second. He was an explosive drummer. In other words, he played with aluminum sticks and he broke them. He snapped them all the time. He had a Gibraltar full cage, you know, chrome bars all around with cymbals all around. He had a double Tama 24-inch drums, you know, in front, you know, big kicks, big, huge, heavy duty drums. And he had like, toms all around. It was an amazing drum set, but this drummer was like nothing you've ever heard. It wasn't like a normal drummer. Dun 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 dun. You know, it was nothing like that. He was offbeat, off time, crazy as can be. You know, just like wow. When he started playing, you stood back. You moved away from his drum set because it was explosive. You know, he was amazing. What was that band that wanted him? He almost left us. It was geez, big band. I can't remember right now, but you know, he almost left us to go. It was Filter. You know, he played 2 songs with Filter or something like that, and they wanted to hire him. The band called Filter. He could have left and went with them, but he believed in our music and what we did, and you know, he stayed, and that was amazing. You know, and then we had Jeffrey Nothing, Jeff Hatrix, from the band. Oh, geez, everyone knows who this is. Jeffrey Nothing from Mushroomhead. Thank you. So, anyways, Jeff Hatrix had a band called Hatrix together, and if you look up Hatrix, the song called No One. It is amazing. It shows how Jeff can sing. And that had Marty Feldman on guitar and stuff like that. It was amazing. But he went on and he was in a side band called Judas Priest tribute band with me. Jeff Hatrix was. And then he started with this other dumb thing, you know. And I'm like, I went and listened to him. I'm like, Jeff, man, that ain't never going to go nowhere. This is the worst advice I ever gave anybody. I'm like, Jeff, that ain't going to go nowhere. Stick with us. We'll do the Judas Priest tribute band because he sounds just like Judas Priest, Rob Halford, you know. And, you know, it turns out he was playing with Mushroomhead, and within 6 months, they were touring Germany. So that's the worst advice I ever gave somebody in my life. Stick with this. That's some stupid stuff. You'll never go nowhere with that. Mushroomhead took off, and they were great. And, you know,
Mushroomhead's a great band.
It was. Now they got rid of Jeffrey Nothing, which is my buddy Jeff Hatrix, and I don't listen to him no more.
It's the 7:40 now, though.
Okay.
So let's wrap this up so you can take care of Tracy.
Well, I can hear her out here, and she's been really good.
All right, we'll keep
She
going
hasn't
then.
beeped once, you know what I'm saying? She's doing good. But I wanted to let you guys know that was the past, and, you know, so I was the lead singer of Mushroomhead. I was in a band with, and we were doing a Judas Priest side project, and it was great. He did so. I mean, he was awesome. Let me tell you about this one night when I first met him. Right there was Eric Barris before I got in Ultraviolence. He was in the audience, and so was Jeff Hatrix, Eric Barris's friend. So now we get up there and we go to play, and my lead singer, which was also our bass player, got some sort of attitude with somebody, and he got mad and left. And now we're sitting here in front of like 1,600 people, and we have no singer and no bass player. So I was like, okay, I'll move the bass, you know. And Eric come up on stage and he goes, I've got Jeff here. He can sing for you. So, you know, he's like, oh, what do you guys know? Well, it turned out we both knew Metal Church by Metal Church. And, you know, and then some like Zeppelin or something like that, you know, immigrant song. So we're playing Metal Church by Metal Church, right? So I'm in the background, I'm playing it. Doom, 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 doom. And the next thing you know, Jeff is standing up front. He's got, his hair is bald on the side, but all this on top is really long. So he's standing there like this, and his hair is all down in front of his face. And I'm like, is he going to sing? I mean, we're sitting back there, and and then he goes like this. He goes, many, many years ago on a far distant shore. And he sounded just like Metal Church. Oh my God. I had goosebumps on my neck, up my back of my neck, up my spine. I'm like, oh my God. And then, you know, we're playing, and, you know, it's a rough song to play, and we're playing it and this and that. And then he turns around and he comes at me, right? And he's sitting there and he's like, he's got his hair down on both sides, and he goes, oh, and he pukes, and he goes, yeah. And the hair goes, woof. I'm like, Jeff, don't worry. Nobody saw. Everyone saw. Yeah. That's how I met Jeff Hendricks. That was hilarious. He was on stage and he puked on his own hair, and everyone saw it. And I was trying to, you know, get him back to, you know, go back and sing, you know, finish the song, you know. No one saw. Oh, that was hilarious. Great times. I miss those times. I really do. All right, let me look at these questions and see what's up here. Are we planning, Matt Hamill says, are we planning on doing any more work in the backyard? Yes, we just bought a bunch of supplies tonight to do the side lean-to and get rid of that white tarp. And then we're going to rebuild the side lean-to on the backyard so that I can park my, what do you call it? Not a skid steer under there, and my riding lawnmower. And keep it out of the rain and the snow. We wanted to actually get the barn, the barn in this summer, and we didn't get to it. I don't think we'll get to it this summer, but we'll try. Stephen Bundleick says, did Rich say where Josh was tonight? You know, normally I wouldn't answer that, but because Stephen's such a cool friend of mine, I'm going to answer that. Here's for you, Stephen. Josh is at the Jeff Ross comedy show. He's the one that hosts the roast, the comedy roasts. So he's there tonight, and let's hope he has fun. Yeah. Kim Crawford says Big Rich has been around for sure. Well, I guess you can say that. Okay, Jim Sheasley sent $5. It says, when is the spring sale? That's coming up, Jim. Real soon, real soon. As a matter of fact, every time Reaper's here, he loads more stuff into the bus so that it's out of the, you know, protection of the weather and stuff like that. Or not out of the protection, but it's in protection now, out of the weather. So we're loading up the bus with all kinds of stuff for sale. And, you know, we're going to start setting that up. So it'll be in the next couple of weeks. We will advertise it on Facebook and YouTube before it happens. So don't nobody worry about that. You can get, like, you know, instead of spending $30 on a heater, you can spend $3 on a heater. Instead of spending $50 on a filter, you can spend, you know, $7 to $10 on a filter. We have everything that we have extra. We try and sell off, and we try and go through it, make sure it works. and then we sell it off really cheap to our members. We don't open it up to the public, only to our members of Ohio Fish Rescue. Update on the big 600-gallon tank from Israel S. Like, when is it going to be filled? The one that was outside for a long time. See, I don't know which one you're talking about because we have the 600-gallon tank inside now and filled. And that's where the baby stingrays are. The only one we don't have filled is the Dwight Howard tank and also the 1,000-gallon tank that was, as soon as you come off the deck, it's right off to the right there. Those two we don't have filled yet, and we don't know what we're putting into them. Let me see here. Yes, it was the 1,000-gallon, Israel. Look at this. Superman 420 says, for fun, says, Tracy is going to get better and you are going to be blessed for being an amazing person. Aw, thank you. All I care about is if Tracy, you know what? This is what kills me. She told me she was going to die before me. Like a week before this happened, she said she has no, anticipation of lasting very much longer. And I'm like, why would you say such a thing? And a week later, she was dead. I did the CPR on her. I did it. It was 11 minutes until the ambulance came and all that stuff. And they put that machine on her and brought her back. But I was doing CPR on her the whole time. I mean, the 411 lady was like, sir, are you a certified technician and a CPR technician? I'm like, shut up. My wife's dying and I'm doing, compressions and I'm giving her breaths. And, I learned it off of South Park, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying, don't make me stop, So when they showed up and they put her on this machine and got her back, there was some hope. She died going into the shower and had a cardiac arrest, and it was horrible. The worst thing I've ever seen in my life is someone you love and care about, and they just go like this. That was the fucking worst. I'm sorry. That was the worst sound I've ever heard in my life. And I didn't know what, I'm like, what's going on? I put my ear up to her mouth and I heard nothing. I put my ear to her chest. I heard nothing. I grabbed her and jumped out of the shower and took her to the bed and plopped her down. And I went to do CPR on her, but I figured I'd better call 911. So I called 911, put her on speakerphone, threw my phone down, and I went to do CPR. And the first push I did on her, all this black liquid came out of her mouth that looked like coffee grounds. Here she had been bleeding internally. I didn't know it at the time. I know now because after the fact, she had been bleeding internally from an esophageal tear in the back of her throat. It was bleeding into her belly, and then it turns into this black coffee ground stuff. So I pushed on her, and she puked out this stuff. So what I did was I took her shoulder, pulled it towards me, and pushed on her solar plexus, and she puked out like 2 more coffee cups full of this black, ether-smelling nastiness coffee grounds. And then I put her on her back, and I was able to do compressions. But here, I didn't know. I'm not a doctor. I have her on the bed. I'm doing compressions on her, and I'm doing it hard, And I've got the whole video, the whole thing, and I'm bawling, I'm crying the whole time. The lady's trying to get me to stop doing CPR because I'm not a certified, I'm like, fuck you, shut up, tell me what to do, she's dying. And so I kept on going, 30 compressions, 2 breaths, 30 compressions, 2 breaths. And finally the people showed up, the medics. They got her a heartbeat back by putting this machine on her that I swear to God, it looked like a jackhammer. It was like, dum, 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 on her. She's such a tiny little girl. And they're like, oh, yeah, we break ribs all the time with this. And then she got her heartbeat back. And I was so happy. I forgot about how violent that was. And I was just so happy that she's breathing, you know. And they took her to the hospital. It was, I've never experienced nothing like that before in my life. It was horrible. So, you know, they eventually, originally, Dr. Kumar came in and he said, look, we did not a CAT scan. We did a CAT scan and it shows that her brain is, you know, there's no activity, there's no blah, blah, blah. She's gone. You need to unplug her. She's on 8 machines keeping her alive. If she comes off of any one of these machines, she will die. You know, and he had the whole family, my kids, their girlfriends, everybody was just bawling. She was 48 at the time, 47, something like that. And, you know, he left the room and another doctor came in and goes, look, listen, calm down. Let's do another CAT scan next Friday on her because there might be brain swelling because of the lack of oxygen. And I'm like, okay, anything, any hope at all? Yes, let's do that. And, you know, the first doctor wanted us to pull the plug. So we wait till next Friday, and by next Friday, she had worked herself off the kidney dialysis machine, the blood pressure machine, she had a machine on her to warm her body up because she couldn't keep her own temperature up. She had a machine on her to cool her off. She had a machine for heart, you know, keeping her heartbeat up and her blood pressure low. I mean, she had all these machines. And it was crazy. But by next Friday, she worked off of all 7 that this Dr. Kumar said she would never, if we released her from one machine, she will die. She worked off of all 7. Everything. She was only on a ventilator at that point. And they did a CAT scan and said she's got plenty of brain activity. She's you know, we can't say that she'll come back. We can't say. We don't know enough about this type of situation, but you know, she has a chance, you know, and which is way better than the other doctor saying, pull the plug. There's no reason, you know. I want to go back and I want to find this Dr. Kumar and I want to whoop his goddamn ass, period. You know, how dare you talk to a family like this and make the children cry? It was horrible. I mean, I would never treat a human being like the way he did to us, you know. I would love to catch him in some dark and black alley sometime, you know. But anyways, since then, you know, she has made and she has fought every month, every couple weeks, every something. She is making more and more advancements. And now she's helping me change her diaper by holding her legs up herself. And then I tell her to put them down and she puts them down. You know, she's there and she's listening to me. She's there. She just can't communicate with us yet, you know. So, I don't know. Let me read another question. I'm sorry, guys. I get a little emotional over this. All I know is if I was a doctor, if I was in the medical field at all, and I knew anything, I wouldn't have thrown her on the bed and gave her CPR. I would have thrown her on the floor and held her legs up and then gave her CPR, you know? I didn't know, though. Just didn't know. I'm sorry. Okay, Robin Marie says, how long has Skylar been there? When did the nurse start having problems? Skylar's been here about, I don't know, 5 months. The nurse started having problems about 2 months ago. I don't know if it's her new boyfriend or what, but I don't know. I just don't know. Yes, look to the future. She is coming around. She is. The every week I get justified. It doesn't matter how many hours a week I have to work because every week she does something new, you know, and it's worth it. It's 100% worth it, you know, for her to wake up and just wait. Maybe she can't even talk. Maybe she'll still be in a vegetative mode. But if she can wake up to the point to where I'm good. I'm good.
You're happy.
If she can wake up to the point to where she can see things and be happy, here's your new pond we built you while you were sleeping. She don't know. She saw the backyard. It was all grass. Now there's a 50-foot by 40-foot, 5-foot deep pond there with, over 100 koi in it. All of her butterfly koi and stuff. She would be amazed. She would just be like, oh my God. And then to find out that we built a roof over the back deck and, moved the tarp to the side and then I built her a stamped concrete patio next to the pond with two tables and two table sets with like 12 chairs around them. She would be amazed at how much we've done around here. She needs to.
Hey.
What?
You've done so much for her right now. When she wakes up, do you know how happy she's gonna feel?
She's going to be amazed. Let's say she wakes up and she has to go through speech therapy and physical therapy, and all she can do is go.
That's nothing. As long as
she would see what she saw back there, and you could see the excitement in her.
She would be so happy.
She
no
would.
matter what.
You know as well as I know that she's there now.
She sees how much you do for her, and she sees. Here, Bridge, come here. Give me a hug.
Okay.
What's wrong with you? No, she sees how much you do for her. She sees how much you love her. And she knows what's there for her. And we've been planning on taking her outside, but it just hasn't been able to work out without having a nurse, without having to been able to have people in place here. You haven't had the time to be able to take her outside or do anything, but that koi pond's hers, and she would freak out if she saw that.
Oh, she would, because I don't know if you remember this. Greg Woodstock fell in love with Tracy when he gave us this pond. You see it in the background here, and he did this pond, and
No, not this one. It's the one in the back.
Stop, please stop. This pond that you see right here in our background. This is what Greg Woodstock did. He did not do the back pond. Me and Josh did the back pond. This pond right here, Greg Woodstock came in with 50 certified aquascape contractors, and in 2 days transformed my pool into this pond. So after that, he fell so much in love with Tracy because she's such a sweetheart that he wanted her own koi pond in the front. So he came back and built her that koi pond up front. That's Tracy's koi pond in the front of the house.
Yeah, if she would have seen the back.
No, wait. So once it was done, I did everything cleaning up I could and putting all plants around and stuff like that. But we did a video of putting in like 35 koi in there. And she was like, I love this one. This one's so beautiful. Oh, this one's beautiful. I love this one. And we put each one in there, right? Someone came and stole all the koi out of that pond one night. And it made Tracy cry worse than I've ever seen her cry in my life. And it brought me to tears. She was just devastated that her koi were gone now, So I promised her, I will build you a pond in the back. And now this happened to her, and she don't know about this huge 50-foot by 40-foot by 5-foot deep koi pond is there. She has no clue.
She's gonna love all those, especially the white ones.
Yeah, the
white
butterfly.
Yeah, the white butterfly.
The long, thin butterfly. Yeah, she will lose her mind.
Well, I hope we can wheel her out there sometime soon.
We're gonna take her out there tomorrow.
Yeah, we are.
There you go.
Handshake you. You're gonna fist bump me. You gotta turkey it. Wait. You're gonna.
What?
Wait. Go to fist bump.
No. Give me the handshake you wanted to.
No.
You don't want to fist bump me.
No. You turkey it. It becomes a turkey.
No. Come on. Give me the handshake. Another handshake. Just a handshake. Look at the size of your hand. Put your hand up to my hand.
My hand's bigger than yours.
You are such a liar.
Have you ever turkeyed it?
No.
Here, wait, do this.
No. I'm done. I'm moving on.
No, it's a childish thing.
I'm moving on.
It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. Here, put your hand up. It's funny.
No, wait.
It's funny.
James Carlson says, damn, you need vodka. Yes, I do.
No.
This is way too serious for me.
Wait.
This is... Stop.
Let's make it laugh.
Please stop.
Look.
No, stop.
Turkey, guys.
My people get me. I need vodka.
No, this is turkey. Tell Rich to turkey it.
Oh my God.
Stick the hand out.
All right, so who's this? Hayden G says, I love these long live streams. We love you, Big Rich. Stay positive, Tracy. We'll come back. I am 100% secure with that because every week we see something new. Skylar's been here, what, 4 or 5 months?
5, 6 months. I don't know.
But you've seen just gradually
Yeah.
continuing with
Yeah.
Tracy. It's
Yeah.
not. She is not hung up. I mean, there is a point. It's all
I
possible.
told Rich, I was like, we might have to strap her down.
It is possible that at one point she will stop advancing, and that's as best that she will get. But every week I see something new, so I am there. I'm trying. I'm doing her workout. I'm doing her arm stretches, her up and down, and her leg out. Same thing. I keep doing all this, to keep her body in good shape, and give her as much help as I can to come back. Let her fight her fight. If it was up to Dr. Kumar, we would have taken the fight away from her, and she'd be gone. I can talk about Tracy that was here 3 years ago. She'd be gone. I'm giving her a chance to fight and to come back, and I'm going to keep on going as long as she's showing potential. She keeps going up little baby steps at a time. We're still there working with her.
As long as she's going, it's always 2 steps forward and 1 step back. That's what they always say. And that's what it's like with Tracy, but it's more like 3 steps forward, 1 step back. Tracy seriously surprises both of us every single day because I try and help you out with her as much as I can.
No, we always worry about her, because I only got 5 positions. Straight on her back, 2 hours later, a little on her side, 2 hours later, a lot on her side. 2 hours later, a little on her other side. 2 hours later, a little on her far side. That's all we got for positioning. We cannot put her with her trach and her feeding bag on her belly at all. So that's the 5 positions we got.
Then you can't have her head too high up either because of her trach as well.
Well, we do what we can, and we let her get by, and she's fed all the time, she's clean all the time, she's changed all the time, so her body is in really, really good shape right now.
And Tracy has the best TV in the whole house.
Yeah, she's got an 82-inch TV right next to her. So she's watching it. She's in the living room.
How many shows have I watched with Tracy within the last 4
here's the
days?
thing. The living room was the main room of all the houses. All the kids would come out and watch movies with us and stuff. And not only the 82-inch TV, but I have a 102-inch screen that comes down from the thing, and I have a 4K projector up here. Well,
in the living room?
In the living room, yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Look right above the TV.
I never saw that.
Wow. When I played Destiny, my character was 5 foot tall on this 102-inch screen, and Tracy stood next to it. She was the size of my Destiny character that that was fun. But anyways, so that was our living room. And now I decided, I don't want her tucked away in my bedroom. And then if I do get a nurse, she'll have to be in my bedroom. So I decided to take half of the living room and make it the sterile room for Tracy. So I took these 1.5-inch rods with the corners and stuff, and I screwed them to the ceiling and to the wall, and I've got curtains that go across that and over here on this side. So Tracy's room is in the living room. The reason being is if she was in my room, nobody else in the house would ever hear her. And when we first started this, we didn't know how to handle this. So she was in the living room in front of the big TV, and then we could all hear it. Josh was back there, Richie was back there, I was over here in this room, and we could all hear it. Well, now I've got a camera hooked up on her, and it runs to my laptop in my room, which is hooked to a stereo in my room. So if the alarms go off in the living room, they go off 3-5 times louder in my bedroom. Okay, so I can never fall asleep if I hear these alarms that I'm getting up, period. So Skylar, she's out in the kitchen. She's like, I hear an alarm there and I hear an alarm over there. It's like, shut it off.
No, and then always like me, you, and Jerry will always watch movies in your bedroom. Like all of us will, because he's got.
Well,
like,
we don't want to bother Tracy. She's in there watching her stuff.
But still,
so,
I'm like, but like if Jerry and I are up or something, I'll be like, Rich.
So.
That's why he gets so annoyed with me, because he's always used to Rich.
Oh, look at this. Sue Ann says, Skylar, I say in front of everyone, I doubted you in the beginning, but your heart has won me over. She means well, but she's just so dang irritating.
How can you say that to somebody with these nerd glasses?
I just wanted to protect myself when I said it. She actually does have a really good heart. She just wants to help out. She's a sweetheart.
Same with Rich. He is, even with the nurse situation, he was doing his best to accommodate her. He was doing his best to help her out. He was doing his best to keep her job security, to keep her job in place, knowing what she was doing, and she still screwed that over.
No, we're not here to badmouth the nurse.
No, I'm not badmouthing the nurse.
I don't know. Look, I don't know what happened to her. I don't know what she got mad about. I don't know any of that. She can have her job back if she wants it.
Shush.
Okay?
Shush. You look for the best in everyone.
I try.
You look for the best in everyone, and I just want everybody to know that, too. And you were trying to help her out the best you could.
Yeah, I tried helping her out with the kids. I gave her a fish tank, and her granddaughter Maya. I gave her the fake jellyfish that were sucking up to the bottom. Oh my God, Maya thinks they're real. So every day, Mara would take a bag of pink rocks because the whole bottom was pink. So she would take a couple of rocks, give it to Maya, and Maya could feed the jellyfish. Yeah. All she's doing is putting in more gravel.
Yeah, Rich treated the nurse like family. Rich would forgive the nurse for anything. Rich literally was protecting Tracy, at first, but in the second, he was also protecting the nurse as well, and he was helping her out any ways he could, and she still screwed him over.
No, stop that.
Okay,
she quit.
Okay, she quit.
She may have her own reasons, and we don't know why. Okay, stop.
Okay,
I can see you feeling a little something towards that. Okay, we don't know what really happened. All we know is she got a little attitudey, and then she quit.
Yeah, but still,
okay?
It wasn't cool.
No,
wasn't cool.
It definitely wasn't cool. But you don't know the circumstances, so
yeah.
I treated her like family, and she was family. She is family, and if she wanted her job back, she can have it back. Okay. Any other good questions here? Allison Berry, didn't you bail her out of jail one time? Yes, I went there with a stack of cash to bail her out. Her son showed up before me. I went to do that. Yes, I did do that. Because, if you can't stand behind your friends, what kind of friend are you?
Fishy Montano said OFR after dark. We really should start an OFR after dark once a week, too.
All you're going to see is me sleeping. I'm kidding.
No, it's just going to be me shit-faced.
You don't want to see that.
Yeah, you want to see that. Who wants to see me see that? Who wants to see that? That way. My friends are about to be here. They're in Strongsville.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, I sent them on a mission.
And see, she's bringing her friends over and wanted to show off and everything. And
no, I sent them
I'd
on
like
a mission.
to drink with them and hang out with them, but I just can't. So when they get here, I'm going to go, in my room, and I'll watch Tracy from my room, and you guys have fun, use the hot tub.
Oh, yeah, guys, backyard boats, follow it.
Oh, jeez. Ain't nothing like a girl, looking after her own needs.
No, that's why I sent them on a mission. I said, I'll pay you. Find me some alcohol so I can take it tomorrow as, my hangover cure.
You're going to take them out on the boat tomorrow?
No, I'm not taking them out on the boat tomorrow.
Dave's picking me up. The night?
Probably. I don't know if they're gonna,
well, we got the spare room.
I told them that. I cleaned all the sheets in there.
You spend the night and then you go down on your boat in the morning?
No. Boat's not going
it's kind of cold tomorrow.
No. I'm working on Dave's boat with him tomorrow.
Ah, okay.
I have a lot of boats I work on tomorrow. Backyard boats, follow it. I videotape everything. All the boats I work on.
Brittany Zibla says, remember, spam comments will get you timed out. Brittany, I've never known you to be mean at all, ever. That's like such a fake, threat from a sweetheart of a girl.
Wait, why'd she delete this? Here, how do I undelete at that. Skylar Shitface Saturdays.
Let me see.
That's a great comment. That's a great comment right there. I can't undelete it. Undelete it.
I don't see it.
It says Skylar Shitface Saturdays. Right there. No, the light one. Right there.
Okay.
Here, hold on.
Back off of me.
No, I tapped off of it. The one that was deleted. Skylar Shitface Saturdays.
Lee Mont said Skylar Shitface Saturdays.
Yeah, that's
Somebody.
a good one.
No. Yeah, you don't have an option.
Yeah, keep that on there. Skylar Shitface Saturdays.
Hey, if Brittany says you need to be reeled in, then Brittany knows what she's talking about. You need to be reeled in.
Well, I'm filming tomorrow, so no, because it's for backyard boats. And
No.
We go
If
backyard
Brittany
out.
says it, you need to be
We
reeled
go
in.
backyard out. Full send, full throttle, babies. No, full send, full throttle, bitches. Wait, here. I'll show you guys a little video.
Brittany says, I didn't delete it.
Yeah, sure. I saw the.
You leave her alone. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, she
Stop
is.
it.
I love Brittany, but
Okay.
she deleted it. Here, hold on. I'll show you guys what we do on my channel here.
Fishing with Dano says, there's a skeeter on my Peter. Knock it off. Yeah, isn't that little motor screaming for help? It's doing 11,000 RPM. Help me!
It's a fishing boat. We're going that fast. That's all I'm
You're
saying.
doing 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, the fishing boat.
Hey, Brittany, we love you. It's okay. She says, I didn't delete it.
That wasn't even full send.
Carrie's channel of all sorts says gaming recordings. You need a nurse who won't walk out when things don't go right. I agree.
Yeah, that's why you have me. You're gonna just...
When you have somebody that says, I love her and I will be here for her, and then they walk out, it's kind of hard to believe in people.
Rich, I think your plan is right now to get me the training to become an RPN and watch Tracy full time.
An LPN.
LPN. Same thing. Isn't RPN the one higher?
No.
I don't fucking know. I don't freaking know.
LPN is an LPN, and then there's an RN.
Which one's the higher one?
RN.
Yeah. Is it LPN the 2-year one?
No. It's about 6 years, and
RPN
RN is about 8 years. There's not an RPN.
How long does it take to become an RPN?
RN! There is not an
I'm
RPN.
drunk. My friends are coming over.
Wow. Sebastian Simon says, now I want a boat.
Dude, boats are fun. Get one. I highly recommend it. Dude, I got one when I just got money, and I said, screw it, I'm going to buy 2 boats. I have no place to put them. I have no idea how to drive a boat.
Aww.
And I have no idea how to work on one. And I bought 2.
Listen to this. Dragon Chick says, Tracy is coming back to you, Big Rich. Your patience, love, perseverance, and devotion is the very reason that so many people trust you with the lives of their loved aquatic.
Aw, that's sweet. Thank you.
That's like the quote of the day. I like it. I want to pin
and then
that.
Lori, go down.
Can I pin that? Yes, I can. Pin that message.
Yeah,
there it
pin
is. It's pinned now at the top.
That was very sweet. Lori said, you bought 3 boats. That's true, I did buy 3 boats. One's destroyed now. I did have 3 boats though, Rich.
Tropical Fish Keeper UK says, U.S. Marines I'm drinking with right now say, hoorah for Tracy.
Well,
yes. You guys rock. Thank you.
Boat life forever, baby.
That's awesome. I love that.
RPN is 20 months. Takes 20 months to become an RPN.
LPN. There's not such a thing as an RPN.
Yeah, there is.
No, there ain't.
It says RPN. And Well, NP.
No, LPN, licensed practitioner nurse, and then an RN.
Oh. RN was what I looked up at. It says 6 to 8 years.
Right.
LPN, how many years? Okay, Rich, let's say it stayed here, right?
Like Ambrose, since
what
Big
the
Rich,
heck?
listen to me. Big Rich always puts other people and things before himself. Selfless. See, that's the way I think everybody should be. I even got on Skylar about this because, she wakes up and she wants a certain kind of food, not any food.
Shush. I don't say that.
Did I get on you?
No.
I did get on you about this. So she wants a certain type of food, not any food, because she's hungry.
Hey.
Right?
Hey,
So she wants this. And I'm like, Skylar, come on now. I'm making a thing, eggs, scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage, gravy, all that for everybody. If you wait, she had to make her own breakfast. And I'm like,
that was at first. That was a year ago.
I know, but I'm saying this is how you came in.
I've grown.
You have grown, yes.
Hey, listen
But
to me.
that's the way Skylar was when she first came.
Listen. Okay,
What?
would you pay for this if I could do this for Tracy and I would take
What?
care of it full time? So if to get the diploma for an LPN where I could take care of Tracy, it would take around a year to do so.
That's it?
Yeah. A year to 18 months max.
Are you serious?
Yes. LPN, year to 18 months max. Would you pay for that?
Yes.
Okay, I would do that.
If you can guarantee me at least 2 years to take care of Tracy.
Of course.
Okay. Because once you're an LPN, you can go on the moving nurse schedule because Evelyn left us and she's getting paid $90 an hour now.
Yeah,
and she's an LPN.
For Tracy.
Because she's on the circuit where, she's a moving nurse. And she, spends 3 weeks here with this lady, spends 3 months in Idaho there, spends 6 months in, Wisconsin, that type of stuff. And
Also,
she's getting $90 an hour.
Hold on. Boat is not BOAT. It's BOATT. Bust out another 10,000 because that's how much fucking boats cost. But no, I would definitely do that for you, Rich. I have no plans on leaving here anytime soon. I love living here at the rescue. I love helping out with the fish. I love working with everybody. I love meeting everybody.
Randy Hoffman says, Jerry was awesome in today's video. I didn't know that guy knew so much about the hobby. Yes, Jerry was a big, he was into the hobby big time for years. This whole, let's say YouTube thing is new to him and stuff like that. But he was into, pet stores and, raising his own fish and breeding his own things and, lots of new fish and introduced through Jerry. So he's got an abundance of information for us if we just want to listen.
All right. Do you want to end this here soon or do you want to... Somebody said don't trust Skylar, Rich.
Well, you are a girl. I'm kidding. Yeah, here, guys, in the joking manner, okay, I want to say this. How can you tell if a girl's lying? I know the answer. I can tell every single... Stop. I know the answer, okay? It is true, and it works for me every time. So, let's say, ask me how old I am.
How old are you?
See, I know you're lying right there already.
Yeah, my lips are moving.
Right. If a girl talks to you and her lips are moving, she be lying.
Brooke said punch him, Skylar. I already did.
Oh, sheesh. It's never failed me before.
Hey, you taught me the tricks and tips.
Oh.
Yeah, we started this thing where, so my dad comes over and we watch UFC together. And Rich was telling me all the good fighting techniques. And so he mistakenly told me how to take anybody down.
Well, I told her I'd show her some moves because I was a bouncer for 18 years. Stop kicking me.
Well, I'm kicking
I've got moves for that you don't want to see.
And I've got moves for that.
But I told her, I was like, in any case, I can show you things that you can do to protect yourself against any guy, no matter what size, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, no guys I ain't got to worry about. Yeah, you do. You really do. You really do. You know what I'm saying? How? Why would you hurt me like that? Why would you kick me?
Barely kicked you. Show them the moves. You're gonna like that one. Skylar's like that annoying bug that flies at your face when you're trying to sleep. Only joking.
That's Skylar. Skylar. Ow. Ah. Oh, no way. Sue-Ann, are you serious?
Poverty sucks.
She says, hey, did you guys know that William Shatner, which is Captain Kirk,
Yeah.
he's starting his own lingerie line. He's calling it Shatner Panties. Do you know what Shatner Panties means?
Shat in her panties. Yeah, I get it.
Stop swearing.
I stopped myself. Just too late. Also, poverty sucks. Apparently I'm gonna be his new girlfriend. He says can't protect her from my affection. That's right, poverty sucks.
You got a new man already?
Yeah. Not kidding. See? Poverty sucks. Can't. Here, look at the top. Can't protect her from my affections, Rich. Okay, poverty sucks. Hit my DMs up. And then he said, mm-hmm.
Wait, didn't the last guy that hit you up, you blocked because he was like intense?
I didn't know. I didn't give him my Facebook or anything.
Well, he found all that.
If Poverty Sucks said, I got you. All right, Skylar Miller on Facebook or Backyard Boats.
Wow.
Message me on any of them.
Yeah, he got you. He knows your number.
Sebastian Simon says, wow, Poverty, you really pulled it off. Simon, I'm sorry.
You may have a new man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Simon.
All right, guys. We're going to get out of here. Thank you for hanging out with us. It has been a blast. It's been fun. It's been, educational. Thank you, guys. This has been amazing. So, do you want to say something? And once again, stay fishy, my friends. There you go. See you guys. I love you all. Let me see what I have to do to stop this from streaming.